Welcome to another GCN Tech Clinic.
What's happened to your voice, Hank? Too much karaoke on the weekend?
Yes, something like that.
Okay, well, I better finish this bit off. This week we answer all your questions bike tech related.
Yeah, don't forget for all your questions, drop them in the comment section below using the hashtag AskGCNTech. And you can also use all the social media platforms by putting your question in at the bottom of any picture. Right, without further ado, I reckon we should crack on with some questions.
Started?
Yeah, before my voice
Ringing
goes
my laptop.
even more. Right, first one is from Keda Kulkarni. I am planning to buy Scott Speedster 20 disc in May this year. What accessories should I buy immediately? And this is my first road bike. I've prepared a list of like tubes, saddles, that kind of thing. But if we could give a list for you newbies out there who bought your first bike, then what accessories would we give you? And or would we put in that list?
Very exciting that you get a new road bike.
It is exciting. Yeah.
So I think first off you need a comfortable saddle. So I think like shop around and find the saddle that will work for you best. You can trial saddles from bike shops. Maybe head to your local bike shop and have a look at what saddles they have on offer there.
Yeah, I would 100% agree. Look at all your contact points. So it's your saddle, it's your shoes, your footwear, and it's also where your hands are, so your bars, that kind of thing. And that will help with the comfort of your bike. And then looking at more accessories, maybe lights, a bike computer so you can track where you're going, that kind of thing really.
Bottle cages.
Bottle cage.
Hydration is key.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think those are the main things you want to look for. And don't forget a helmet also. Safety is absolutely paramount.
And I like glasses when I ride because my eyes water from the wind.
I did notice that.
Yeah, I like a pair of glasses as well. Next question in from Piano Wiscade. Can you put clincher tyres on tubular wheels?
What's the quick answer?
No.
No, you can't. No, you need to bead, the bead of the tyre needs to hook onto the shoulder of the rim, and that's how that clincher tyre sits. If you're riding a tubular tyre, then you have to glue the tyre on. But let's not get confused. There's tubulars, tubulous, and there's clincher, and they're all three different types. So just don't get confused with all the different types. There's a lot out there. Next question in from Andre. He's looking to upgrade his Tiagra group set because he rides mostly gravel and nice adventures because he thinks it's more fun. I totally agree. And he's really interested in the GRX rear derailleur because it's got the anti-slap function. The thing is that I have rim brakes and I understand that GRX only comes with hydraulic brakes. So is it possible to mix it up with 105? And yes, is it better to have the crankset also, the GRX one? Or does it really matter? What do you think?
I don't think so. Answer to your question, yes, you can run the GRX rear mech with the 105 shifters, as long as they are the same speed, so the shifters and the mech 10 or 11 speed. But you need to make sure your derailleur is the same length as your cassette, because there are two types.
Yes, there's two types. You've got the RD-RX 810, now that runs 34 tooth cassette. You've also got the RD-RX 812, and that runs 42 tooth cassette. So whatever kind of gears you fancy running on your bike, you've got two options to choose from there. Then when it comes to the chain set, be a nice upgrade to have that GRX chain set, but you don't have to have it. You can still run your Tiagra on if it's still got a lot of life left in it. And I think that's it. I think that answers your question. Let us know how you get on.
Next question in from Doug. Why would anyone need to go tubeless? What's the advantage for a non-professional rider? All he sees is a lot of hassle when it comes to changing a puncture.
Yeah, good question, Doug.
I think running tubeless is a great option for a lot of people as you don't have to worry about small punctures and you can run a lot lower tyre pressure so it's more comfortable and you don't have to worry about the pinch flats.
Oh, pinch flats are so annoying. I would though say tubeless is really good for running off-road. So when you ride a cyclocross bike or gravel bike, that way you can run those lower pressure and you also get that bit more grip. When it comes to running tubeless on the road and you're running that higher pressure, it takes a while for that sealant to heal those holes and you could end up getting some sealant up your back. So what I tend to do is run tubes on my road bike and run tubeless anywhere else. But it all comes down to your preference. What do you prefer and what do you like running?
Question in from Ulrich.
Yep.
He's quite a tall rider, so 198 centimetres.
Oh, that's quite tall.
And a passionate bike mechanic. And he'd be interested to know which bikes Connor rides, what size, what geometry, and what he feels most comfortable on.
Connor is a very tall rider.
He is.
I think we should insert a picture of me and Connor right now. Do you think?
Yeah.
Oh, I look like an absolute very, very small man, don't I?
I mean, you are quite small anyway.
Okay. Yeah,
And
I agree. But his bike, he rides a 63 centimetre frame. He likes to keep the reach around 61 centimetres, and he goes for a stem around 13 to 14 centimetres. But the biggest concern for him is the drop between saddle and bars. He likes to keep that around 23 centimetres, because when you've got such a big bike and you've got such a big saddle height, then keeping your drop not too drastic is the thing you want to think about. Hope that answers your question, but I did ask Connor to do some research, and hopefully we'll get a video out of him about tool riders and how they get on. So watch out for that.
Stay tuned.
In the future.
Next question in from George Freeman. He recently purchased a pair of carbon rims. However, on the first ride, the braking surfaces caused more wear than the entirety of the life of the previous owner. Apart from not using the brakes or riding in wet conditions, are there any tips for prolonging the life of a rim brake on carbon rims? Good question. I think the first thing is to make sure you have the right brake pads on. So for carbon wheels, you need carbon specific brake pads.
Yeah, that's correct. And so make sure you've got the right specific brake pads, and also give them a good clean before you kind of put your new wheels in, because it can create a bit of grime, or it can be a gritty surface that can easily ruin your new, brand new, nice carbon ribs. So you don't want that. So make sure they're the right ones, and also make sure they're clean, and also give your rim a good clean as well, and you should be all right.
Next question in from Spicy Jeremy!
Love that name.
I recently purchased a pair of Ultegra 6800 rim brakes. They were really dirty and the rollers felt rough and gritty when working the brakes by hand. However, I have been unable to separate the two halves without fear of stripping the hex, hence holding the two halves together.
Now what you could do is kind of put them in a anti-seizing solution. That might work to get them off. Or you could use an ultrasonic cleaner. I know Ollie Bridgewood is very keen on that. Yeah. You could also use a new Allen key, because that way the edges are that bit sharper, so it might be able to grip that little bit better. Let us know how you get on. We'd sure like to know, and which one works, yeah. We got our last question in from Mikkel Tisland. Please tell me the best way to travel by plane with a bike that has an internal cockpit cabling and disc brakes. He's got the 2019 Specialized Veg. Very nice bike.
Very nice. Well, you can get a lot of good bike bags these days where you literally just have to take the wheels off and you can place your bikes in with the handlebar still on, the pedal still on, and the derailleur and everything. So I think that would be a really good option for integrated handlebars. But if you don't have a bike bag like that, you can take, so if you take the stem off, not the handlebars, I think that's quite an easier option. So that's what I do with my bike at the moment. I just take the stem off with the handlebar still on and then just place them in the bag. Yeah,
just making sure they're wrapped up nicely with some foam to keep it nice and safe. Other than that, good luck with your travel and enjoy some nice sunny rides. Well, hopefully you'll be going to a sunny place. Yeah. Right, that's it for this week's Tech Clinic. I hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to put them questions in the comment section below using the what hashtag?
Ask GCN Tech.
There we are. Hopefully we'll see you next week. Right, I need to get some water for my voice. It's so bad, isn't it? It's too much singing. That's what it is. And then it was me shouting at Ollie's record, don't you think? Yeah. Or I just chat too long, or I'm too loud when I chat. I think it's that. Maybe it's because I'm just too loud all the time. Is that what it is?
I'm going.
Okay.